Hello, everyone. As Phil said, my name is Tim Ogden. I'm the president of the BBS Foundation, which represents North America, the US, and largely the Western Hemisphere as a whole. I have a 16-year-old with BBS, Nathaniel. I stand up for our groups when we have meetings. I always talk about these meetings as family reunions. Family reunions because if we think about what a family is a group of people who care for each other in the most difficult circumstances and who share a few genes here and there. And so one of the very first people that I connected with in my BBS journey was Francis, because he was providing this excellent, and so was an example of the importance of international connection. And the group in BBS France sort of brought us all together, those of us who we've made connections with over the years, to try and coordinate together, not just as individual national organizations, but recognizing that we are one family. And what happens here in the UK affects us in the US. The progress that we can make in treatment and care in the US affects people in France. The research being done in France is relevant for families in Germany, et cetera. And so it is, in fact, critical that despite the fact that most of our care comes locally and nationally, that we collaborate and coordinate globally. And the more that we can, strength in numbers, set the agenda that drives funding, set the agenda that drives the interesting research questions, the faster that research pays off for our families, for our children, for our loved ones. And so it really isn't an option for us to continue in the BBS UK, BBS US, BBS France, BBS Italy. We have to coordinate globally. Now, finally, I want to say collective action is important because the therapies that are going to matter to us are going to be different for different people. BBS isn't one syndrome. Gene therapy is going to work for some people. It's not going to work for everyone. Setmelanotide is going to work for some people with BBS. It's not going to work for everyone. Retinal transplants are going to work for some people. They're not going to work for everyone. None of us have the resources to advance every path that we need to advance so that everyone in our family has access to better care. So the BBS France group has been focusing on retinal organoids, which is going to be particularly helpful independent of gene. Folks in the UK have been working on BBS1, incredibly important around the world because it's the most common gene. At the US Foundation, we've been able to fund some gene therapy work on BBS10. Other organizations are funding different pathways forward for research in different places. And it's going to take all of us working collectively to make sure that each of those paths advance quickly and effectively so that we can get more done. So what's next? What can you do to foster this international collaboration? One is, of course, coming to meetings like this, encouraging, we've got these social media tools. Many of you are on Facebook. You see people popping up from all over the world. Welcome them into our BBS family. Make sure that there is no one left behind, that there aren't these ridiculous national barriers amongst our family. Second, we can coordinate action and encourage everyone around the world to take action. And our next step in that process is something called BBS Global Day. It was the first thing we did with BBS International. We had the first one last year. We have one coming up on September 24th, BBS Global Day. And we're encouraging people around the world to do something on that day. Take a walk, ride a bike, ride a horse, anything for a BBS Global Day, and let other people know that you're taking action for BBS Global Day. Hashtag, posts on social media, encourage other friends and family to donate to BBS UK, to any other organizations that are advancing research. The important part of BBS Global Day is focusing people on taking action. So please keep an eye out for the BBS Global Day, for the efforts of BBS International. Please continue to support Tanya and her team and their incredible work here, and recognize how amazingly blessed you are here in this being a globally leading, well-organized BBS community. And please come up and talk to me about things that are going on with you. I always enjoy meeting my family, even those who are here in the UK. Thank you.